What if I told you that a war happening thousands of miles away could quietly drain trillions of dollars, shake global markets, and even impact your future income? In this video, you are going to discover how the rising tensions between the United States and Iran are not just about politics or power, but about money, massive money. You'll understand how wars destroy wealth, how economies bleed silently, and most importantly, whether this conflict could actually make entire nations poorer over time. Stay till the end, because what you'll learn today might completely change how you see global conflicts and money itself. Let's begin. War has always been expensive, but modern wars, they are not just expensive, they are financially devastating. When two powerful regions like the United States and Iran come into tension, the first thing that reacts is not the military, it's the economy. Every missile fired, every jet deployed, every military operation launched costs millions, sometimes billions. The United States spends more on its military than any other country in the world. And even though it has a strong economy, continuous conflict puts pressure on its financial system. Now think about this. The US is already carrying trillions of dollars in national debt. When war-like situations arise, the government increases spending even more. More defense budgets, more operations, more global positioning. And where does that money come from? Borrowing, printing money, or increasing taxes in the long run. This creates a chain reaction. Inflation starts rising. The value of money decreases. Everyday goods become expensive. And slowly, silently, people start losing purchasing power. Now let's talk about Iran. Iran's economy is very different.
Why do accountants
It heavily
make
depends
terrible
on
secret
oil
agents?
exports, but because
Because
of
they always
sanctions and
keep
global
bringing up their
restrictions,
balance
its
sheets.
economy is already under pressure. When conflict increases, sanctions often become stricter. Trade becomes harder. Currency weakens. This means one thing: less income, more pressure. When oil supply becomes uncertain due to war tension, global oil prices increase. At first, this might look like a benefit for oil-producing countries, but in reality, instability reduces long-term economic confidence. Foreign investors pull out, businesses slow down, and economic growth suffers. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. When tensions rise between the US and Iran, the entire world economy reacts. Stock markets become unstable, investors panic, gold prices increase because people move towards safe assets. And what does that mean? It means uncertainty. And uncertainty is the biggest enemy of wealth. Let's break this down simply. For the United States, war doesn't immediately make it poor, but over time, continuous spending, rising debt, and inflation can weaken its economic strength. It's like a slow leak in a giant tank. You don't notice it immediately, but over time, it matters. For Iran, the effect is faster and more visible. Currency loses value, prices increase, jobs become limited, and economic pressure is felt by the common people much quicker. Now imagine both sides continuing this tension for years. What happens then? Global trade gets affected, oil routes become risky, shipping costs increase, businesses suffer, and slowly the entire global financial system feels the pressure. This is why experts often say, wars don't just destroy cities. They destroy economies, and sometimes they destroy futures. Now let's answer the biggest question of this video. Will this war make them poor? The answer is not simple, but here's the truth. War doesn't instantly make powerful countries poor, but it slowly weakens them. It drains resources. It shifts focus from development to destruction. It reduces growth. And most importantly, it creates long-term economic damage. For weaker economies, the impact is stronger and faster. For stronger economies, the damage is slower, but still real. And in the end, no one truly wins financially in war. Only losses, hidden losses, long-term losses. Now here's something most people don't realize. While governments fight wars, ordinary people pay the price. Higher fuel prices, expensive food, unstable jobs, rising cost of living. This is the real cost of war, not just headlines, but everyday life. So what should you learn from all this? The biggest lesson is simple. Money is deeply connected to global events. If you understand how wars affect economies, you can make smarter financial decisions. You can prepare, you can adapt, and you can protect your future. Because in a world full of uncertainty, knowledge is your biggest asset. And now the final thought, wars may be fought by nations, but their cost is carried by people. So always stay aware, always stay informed, and always think about how global events can impact your financial life. If you found this video valuable and eye-opening, make sure you subscribe to the channel Arsam Explains Money, because here we don't just talk about money, we explain how the world really works.